Hello everyone and welcome to the coding manual. And today I have planned for the very famous problem. Probably this is one of the most famous and most popular problem, that is two sum. And if we look at the description, it says given an array of integers, return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to a specific target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution and you may not use the same element twice. Okay, so in that case, we would like to discuss this problem 2, 7, 11, 15. It says like 2, 7, 11, 15, and target is 9. In that case, we have to return 0 and 1 because the element as at index 0 is 2 and at index 1 is 7, which adds up to a given target we have right here. Okay, if we read it again, so given an array of integers, return indices of two numbers such that they add up to a specific target. And this is given that every input, every test case will have exactly one solution, and we will not have to use the element we have already used. So we cannot use the same element twice. So if the case is like 2, 2, 2, or suppose this is 3 and 7, 9, and the target is given like 4, so we cannot use this element twice and say like the output is 0 and 0. We will have to give output as 0 and 1. Okay, so in this case, like at 0 index we have 2 and at 1 index we have 1, so this element we are not using twice. Okay, so this is the constraint we have. And the one more constraint is every test case will have exactly one solution, so we will need to output that. So what comes to my mind is, what I will think is, I can start from this and check in remaining remaining array we have. Okay, I pick 2 and I search for target minus the current element num of I. Okay, this is 9 minus 2, which is 7. Now I will search 7 in the remaining array. What is the index? So this searching is very easy if we use uh, nested loops. Like I will start from for I in range of length n minus 1, and then I say I have a potential candidate is target minus num of I, and then I say for j in range of I plus 1 till n. So what I'm thinking here is I should go, since it says like we will have exactly one solution and each input will have a solution, so I can go till this point. Suppose the array is like this: 11, 15, 7 and 2. Okay, so we will not find that potential candidate for 11, we will not find for 7. Now which comes 7, so we are at this point, so we have to search in the remaining one element, which comes like 9 minus 7, 2. So last element we have to search. So that's why the first loop, topmost loop, runs for n minus 1 element, and the inside loop runs from this index I plus 1 from the next onwards till end. Okay, so this is order of n square if you have n elements in the array, order of n square, and let's look this one in the code how it will look. So I will say for I in range of length of nums minus 1, and then I'll say potential candidate is equals to target minus nums of I, and then I loop again I plus 1 till length nums. Okay, now I'll say if potential candidate equals nums of j, then I'll return in sorted order I and j. So as soon as you got that those indices, you have to return because it says exactly one solution we have. So I'll try this. Okay, so this one is order n square solution, and we can think of another way to, if we have a given num as an array, I can sort it and then do the binary search, do bs binary search, not bullshit. Binary search is really good. So when you sort to, suppose this is the given 2, 15 and 7 and target is 9, when you sort the indices of this array, this list changes. Okay, so earlier its index is 1, its index is 1 to 3 and 2 0, but after sort indices of this element will become 2 7 11 15. It was 1 but it became 0, it was 3 it became 1, it was 0 it became 2, it was 2 it became 3. So we cannot sort and return the indices. This can be done if you need to find, given an array of integers and a target, okay, and a target, find whether two elements adds up to a given target, like 2 11 15 7. So if this is the question, what we can do is, if this question asks like find this array has two elements which adds up to a given target, then we have to return true or false. So in that case we can sort and then we can do binary search, which will be very easy. uh, you sort, so it will become 2 7 11 and 15, and then you loop once. Okay, loop once, and then on the remaining array you do binary search. Okay, if you find so in Python we have from bisect import bisect left, and you can do something like this. If 2 7 11 and 15 is there, you take this and you make a temporary array as nums of I plus 1 till this, and then you say bisect left this array and potential candidate. Okay, potential candidate we found, like we will target minus nums of I and then potential candidate. So if j is not equal to length of a and a of j equal to potential candidate, you return true, and when this loop ends, the first topmost loop, you can return false, because this has to return if the element exists. If two element exist which sums up to a target, this has to return. But once this particular topmost loop exit, so you could not find any two element which adds up to a given target, then you have to return false. So in this case you can use binary search, and after sorting, when you have to find whether two element adds up to a target or not, you can do that. So this was quite off from the topic and from this question. So we solved this question in order n square, but order of constant time. We did not use any space. So let's use some space and make this a little better on the time complexity wise, the big O notation. So we will try this in order n. What we can do is we can use a dictionary, and dictionary, what it does, we will try, we will take a dictionary and we will loop through once. The given is this element, we will loop through, and we take this, and potential candidate, we make it potential candidate is target minus nums of I. So in this case target was 9, so 9 minus 2 is 7. Okay, so what I will say, if this potential candidate is in the dictionary, so what I will do, I will create a dictionary which keeps the the key value pair as integer and integer. Okay, now we need to check if potential candidate exit exist in the dictionary, then we will return. So what will happen here is when 7 comes, I will check. I will check if 7 in the dictionary. So initially dictionary was empty, so 7 was not there. So I will put that in the dictionary. I will say that particular element 2 equals to its index 0. Okay, so in the dictionary we will use its value as a key and its index as a value. Okay, like key value pair, we are using key value, so key will be the nums of I and value will be its index. Okay, so let's do this. 2 7 11 15, target is 9. I take this and I have created a dictionary. So when 2 comes, I will place its value as 0. When 7 comes, so when 2 comes, I will say potential candidate. Does this exist? Potential candidate is 9 minus 2 is 7. Does this exist? If it exists, if 7 exists in the dictionary, then we are good, we found. But since this does not exist, so in that case, so I will write the first else part. In that case, when it doesn't exist, I will say dictionary of that particular number as its index. So I store 2 as value of its index. Now next comes 7. So now potential candidate becomes 9 minus 7, which is 2. Does 2 exist in this one? Yes. So when it exists, 2 exists. So what I will do, I will try to return, not try, I'll return the value of value of this this potential candidate, and the current index we have in the sorted order. Okay, so if I have suppose 11 to 15 7, this might make a little better sense if we do this. But anyways, let's see in the code wise how we can do that. What is my idea is to, okay, I'll create a dictionary as empty, and then for I in range of len of nums, I can do nums, yeah, complete dictionary I have to traverse nums, then potential candidate equal to target minus nums of I, and I check if potential candidate in. So how to check if any key is present in the dictionary as or not? That dictionary dot keys, if it presents, we will return in the sorted order of dictionary of potential candidate and the current index, else we will add that dictionary of nums of I as its index. Okay, let me make it little bit bigger. Okay, I think it looks now, oh my god, this is better. Okay, now potential candidates, it not defined candidate. Okay, so again, as I say, it's relative. If the first person who might have submitted this code might have got 100% faster than 100%, because there was no code submitted and there was no comparison done, so 100% faster than, I mean, it might have something like faster than 100% people. Okay, so this was the whole idea, and I think it was very easy to understand. And please do practice and dry run it on a paper, because this is very important, and it you might face this in question, this problem in interview, because this test your uh, iteration and thinking. How do you access array, how do you access dictionaries, and this is one hell important problem to do the practice before you go for any interview. Okay, I hope you like this video, and if you have some suggestion, please do comment below and let me know, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.